Hey guys, what's going on? I just noticed I had a request to take a look at Bitcoin, so I'll do that. Just go over this really quickly. A couple of things before I get into the chart, though. First, if you're not subscribed and you want to get notified when I release new content, click subscribe, click the bell, click on all. Also, if you want to place through trade, check out the links in the pinned comment and the description. There's three there. One of them does not require KYC, so check that out if you don't want to submit documents. And then all three of them will give you bonuses. Okay, so what I'm looking at here, I'm only going to basically focus on this area, the relevant area, because I've covered all this in the past, and a lot of these trend lines aren't relevant anymore, right? So just give you a broad view overview. Here we had a falling wedge, multi-year falling wedge correction. These will typically break to the upside. It did. When we broke to the upside, first thing we did, we came back, we retested it as a support level twice. It held, but as we broke out of here, we formed a rising wedge. That rising wedge broke down, as they usually do. Now, these support and resistance levels of the rising wedge are still relevant, and that's what the price is dealing with right now. Okay, so if you want to trade this, I highly recommend just go to the weekly, connect the lows here all the way up, and draw this top level of resistance. Okay, and you see this convergence point. Now, as we came down, we put in basically a hidden bullish divergence. That gave us an early indication that we were coming up. I thought at the time it was possible to maybe come a little bit below here because there was a large liquidity pool. A lot of people were going to get liquidated if the price came down. It didn't happen though. Hidden bullish divergence played out, and now we came up. We got resistance here as I had this horizontal trend line marked, and that was based on the top of these candle bodies here. And yeah, this was a little bit of a fight, the first battle. We broke through this one quite easily, but as we came up to this broken level of support, it served as a level of resistance. Now I'm going to change the time frame to give you a better look. You see that this level of resistance, the lower, basically the lower level of support from the rising wedge, held for about a couple weeks here. We recently just broke out of it, and now this former level of, well, first it was a support, then it flipped to a resistance, and now that we are above it, it's going to be support again. So this level is still in play. That's why if you want to trade Bitcoin right now, you really have to have this level drawn in your chart. So this is the current support, right? Now we have this top line of the rising wedge, which is the resistance level. And now this is serving as the resistance right now. So I'm going to take this down again to the 4-hour so you can get a better look. Now you see here, resistance, resistance, resistance. We broke above it, and not only have we broken above it, we came back and retested it as a support level, right? So you see as the price comes up here, this long wick indicates a lot of selling pressure. A lot of people are basically selling at this area, but they're defending this area, right? So this is the range right now. It's getting very tight. Now, when you come to a level of resistance like this, actually the first touch, big sell-off. If we come up again, maybe the sell-off isn't going to be as bad, but if the price does come up here, and if it puts in a higher high relative to this, what you want to look for is come down here. You see right here, so we have on this oscillator, we have a high, and now we have a lower high. Indicates a little bit of weakness. However, that's basically aligning with the price. What would be concerning, however, is if the price does come up here, you get a sell-off, and this puts in a higher high relative to this, then you're going to have a basically a bearish divergence. That's not what we want to see. But right now, tight trading range. This is your support. This is your resistance. Now we do have confluence at this resistance zone. Now I'm going to take it back out to the weekly time frame, and I want to show you something. So I always like to check the Fibonacci retracement levels, right? So actually, I'll go to the weekly. That's the daily. Sorry. So I'm going to do a Fibonacci pull from right here. So from the high to the low, Fib retracement, and bang, all the way down to the bottom. And what you want to look for when you do a Fibonacci pull is you want to see how the price has interacted with the levels before, right? So right here, the 382, actually in this zone, it did serve as the resistance level right here. A bit of a sell-off, came up, got rejected slightly above it. Right here was the 50. Not much of a response there. However, this 618 sell-off right here, sell-off right here. However, one could argue that was not due to the Fibonacci. That was basically just due to the price action right here, because that was the low of these candle bodies. Okay, so, that's not necessarily a strong point for the Fibonacci retracement. However, there is confluence. Now, where we are right now, 786 aligns with this basically rising level of support. So we do have confluence at this 786. That doesn't really change how we're going to trade this, though, right? So take this down to the 4-hour. Where would I enter personally for a long? If I was not in Bitcoin right now, I probably would not enter. I would just wait for either this resistance level to break, and then I would long and place my stop loss below and use this as a backstop, again, for my stop loss. Or if the price did come down here, perhaps there's the opportunity for a long. Basically, I'm just talking about short-term trades here, right? So obviously, I think with the halving just a few months away and all the ETF stuff, that Bitcoin is basically we're in a bullish market right now, clearly. But short-term trades, I would wait for a daily candle close above this trend line. So right now, I mean, depending where we are when we come to it. Right now it's about 37. It's about 37,800. So we start closing above here. That's when I look to go long. And where I would target with that is let's switch it back to the weekly. Next target, if we close above here, weekly candle is optimal, but you know the market's moving so fast. If we do start closing daily candles above here, it could be a quick run up, right? So yeah, I would long from here, place a stop loss below, and my target on that would be. I have this horizontal level of support and resistance drawn based on here. If I zoom in here, you'll see it was the low of these candle bodies here, right? It was support. And when we broke below it, it was resistance all throughout here. And yeah, I anticipate that as the price comes up to it at around, it's about 43,000. I anticipate a lot of sellers to come in there. But you know what? Obviously, if I was trading that to the long side, and I thought that a lot of people were looking at this, it's like high 42 range. I would sell before, right? So I would likely sell around 41,894, just front run it a little bit, right? Because a lot of people might be looking at that $42,000 to $43,000 region. That's where I would look to take profits. And then if we start closing above that, then the next level is going to be all the way up here. I mentioned this in previous videos. About 47,800, maybe around just say about 47,000. That's going to be the next target if this level breaks. So yeah, just look to this, trade the levels. Right now, if you're looking for an entry, take it down to the short-term time frame. See what's going on here. If it dumps back down, you can use this level to buy against. This upsloping level of support right now. It was once resistance here. Now it's support. You can use this to buy against. Stop loss below. I probably place my stop loss below here and then target back up to the top range. If it comes up again and keeps hitting it, I probably wouldn't short unless I saw some bearish candle formations and some bearish divergence on the oscillator. However, the play here, I don't really want to trade against this trend. It's very strong. I'm looking more to a daily close above the level I showed you, right? This Fibonacci pull and this upsloping level of resistance, daily candle close above here, and I long it all the way up once again until just below 42,000, and I'm anticipating the price to come up to the $43,000 range. We start closing a daily candle above there, then I long up to about 47,000. So yeah, that's just how I'm going to play it. These are the levels. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you did, smash the like button. If you're not subscribed, click subscribe. Now that the market's moving, there's a lot of stuff to cover, so I'm going to try to get more videos out to you, and whenever I see a breakout or whatever, I'm going to try to, yeah, like I said, just get content out to you as soon as possible so you can take advantage of it. And yeah, if you want a place to trade Bitcoin, check out the links in the pinned comment and the description. All right, guys, take care. Have a good day. Bye.